Well, the Lions' overtime loss to Seattle Sunday left some lingering questions heading into Monday.
That was a tough one.
Yeah.
Sports director Brad Galley joins us with more on how Dan Campbell and the players are reacting. They played so tough.
They did.
I know.
Man, was there anticipation
That
for
coin
that
toss
game.
is everything. I'm mad at that. They should have had a chance at the ball.
Jameer Gibbs said the rules are the rules, but of course it's frustrating. 66,400 people. The numbers are in. That was the attendance for the sold-out game. The crowd, the fourth biggest in the history of Ford Field. Yet walking out of that stadium, there was a feeling of emptiness. And yes, what if? The last drive in regulation has a lot of people still scratching their heads. The Lions had a minute 44 to drive 50 yards for the win. That offense, of course, they can get it done, right? Dan Campbell insists he wasn't playing for a tie, but the Lions ultimately hit checkdowns, some incompletions, and then kicked a field goal to send the game to overtime, losing after the Seahawks had the only drive in overtime. Gina Troutman is in Allen Park with Dan Campbell's message a day later.
There were several things that went into the Lions' loss against the Seahawks, but Dan Campbell's biggest takeaways were being more reliable on defense and protecting the ball.
Nobody likes to lose. We don't like to lose, but man, I do think it centers your focus.
Let's start with the pass rush. Campbell said they just have a higher standard than what he saw against Seattle. He didn't name names, but he didn't need to. The guys he's looking to, they know who they are.
Man, the discipline to just do your job and trust the guy next to you is going to do his. You know, and the other thing I think just defensively is, man, we need our most reliable players to be reliable. You know, that was a big thing that came out of that game.
The next biggest thing, protecting the football.
It becomes contagious in the wrong way, and we got to stop the bleeding.
The Lions had 3 turnovers. 2 of them were killers. David Montgomery fumbled on the first drive of the second half. Jared Goff's fourth quarter pick 6 broke a streak of 383 attempts without an interception.
The football is, man, your life depends on it. You got to think of it that way. Your teammates' life depends on it. At all costs, you must protect the football. And there again, just saying it's not going to do it. And we have to emphasize it for those players. You know, until we get that cleaned up, it's going to be a hard road.
A hard road, but a long road. The Lions weren't going to go undefeated. Losses would come. Their first in game 2, with 15 games left, as Campbell puts it, to recenter that focus.
What's important is nothing but what's in front of you, the opponent in front of you, how you play your own game, your own execution, and not worrying about anything else that doesn't deal with that. And I think that's what a loss does, man. It forces you to do that.
Unfortunately, injuries were also a part of the story. David Montgomery will be day-to-day with a thigh bruise. James Houston will be out for a while dealing with a fibula injury. Good news, Taylor Decker is improving day-to-day, but Vaitai could be out for a while. We will know more later on this week. For now, reporting in Allen Park, Gina Troutman, 7 Action Sports.
And Dan Campbell wouldn't name names publicly in front of everybody about that defensive side of the ball, but you know, guys, behind closed doors, they were looking through film, and he's pointing out with the laser pen, listen, you got to stay in your lane, control the pocket, don't let Geno Smith escape. I think they've added so much depth to that defense, but a lot of those stars, like he said, made critical mistakes yesterday that led to that loss.
All right, so while they refocus, who do G and I need to talk to get those OT rules to mirror?
Roger Goodell on speed dial for you.
Thank you.
All right, I got it. Put him on speaker.
Oh, sorry, we'll be right back with the commissioner, actually.
But thanks a lot, Pete.
Yeah.
All right.